Uh, Hello, am I
Yeah,
audible,
hi.
guys?
Yes,
Am I?
yes, very much.
Okay, okay. So I will start now.
Mm.
I would request you, please switch off your microphones and you can keep your videos on or off as you want it. No problem in that. Is my screen visible? Please, someone say.
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, okay. Thank you. So, hello everyone. Good evening. I hope you all are doing good. I'm Swagata and welcome to this webinar. So, today I will put light on a topic called e-waste management. Uh, Please put your microphones off. And first of all, I want to clear one thing that I wanted to speak in Bangla at first, but then today there are people present here from southern states and western states, so I thought it would be better to switch to English. So yeah. Also, I will keep it short and crisp as most of you are youngsters, and being one, I can understand very well that our patience levels are so good. So yeah, that is it. Okay, so first let me tell you let me okay. First tell me one thing in the comment section that did you ever sell or throw out or like yes, throw out an old watch, phone, bulb, or any electronic or electrical device or equipment? I request everyone to answer in the chat box using yes or no. The question is, did you ever throw out or sell an old electrical or electronic equipment to any kabadiwalas, or like throw out in the waste, as in the waste, in the municipal waste? Well, okay. Uh, if you have written yes, then it has gone to a scrap dealer. And if no, then it is stored in your houses. And either way, it is not going to help. So in today's webinar, I will explain you everything about e-waste and its management. I have divided the topic into some subtopics. Yeah, so these are the subtopics. Okay, so what do you think when someone says waste? When it comes to waste management, the first thing comes to our mind is plastic waste or organic solid waste or polluted water. Do we really consider e-waste as a harmful category of waste? This is the picture that we think of when someone says waste. As you can see, e-waste represents only 2% of the solid waste, and it is the source of 70% of the hazardous waste. So that is a matter of concern. What is e-waste basically? The definition of e-waste as given by the Global E-Waste Monitor is that all items of electrical and electronic equipment and its parts that have been discarded by its owner as waste without the intent of reuse. That means the mobile phone you are holding right now in your hands, or the computer, or the light or fan or AC you have on now, all of these are going to become e-waste one day. India is world's fifth largest e-waste producing country. It is among one of the largest consumer of mobile phones, but most of the consumers are still unaware of the harm or good it can do with us. So some of us like to keep it inside a almirah or storeroom for decades, and others end up selling them to scrap dealers or kabadiwalas for small amount of money. But have you ever tried to know how and where these materials eventually end up? Well, maybe you did. I didn't.
It's
Honestly,
Swagata, sorry to interrupt. Your screen is not visible.
screen it not visible. Okay.
Yeah, share it again.
Um, Now it is visible.
Yeah, now it's visible.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I was talking about I was talking about e-waste. Like, yeah, some of us keep it inside almirah, and some of us sell it, prefers to sell it to scrap dealers, like for money. And we don't really take efforts to put efforts to see how and where these are finally ending up. But you can see on internet, but I have written a very few here, like fridge, microwave, fan, AC, hair dryers, blenders, irons, mobile phone, remote control, TV, laptop, CFL bulb, video games, battery, wear, radio, and all this. So how e-waste is different from other waste, you must be thinking. So these materials contains very toxic elements, like precious elements like gold, copper, silver, and metals like PVC and BFR. What is PVC and BFR? PVC is polyvinyl chloride and BFR is brominated flame retardant. They are mostly used as cases or like coating to make wires or other devices to make it flame retardant and safe to handle. But when these materials are burned in open air, fumes of furan and dioxin are emitted, and from them, which is very highly toxic, and also some of the elements of the periodic table are becoming endangered now because of exploitation. They are running out of stock, and mining is always not a feasible way. Like, it is not possible to dig a mine in a locality. I won't like it if there will be a mine behind my house, as written here. So, if this continues, so indium will be depleted in 10 years, platinum in 15 years, silver within 20 years. So, what are the factors that is responsible for e-waste generation? As you can see, in India, 22 lakh ton of e-waste generates each year, and the matter of concern is that it is growing at a rate of 4%. Reasons being digitization. Now that everything is becoming digital, specifically after this pandemic, even in the last few years, huge rural electrification took place, so e-waste is bound to increase. Affordability is another factor. Gadgets are becoming cheaper day by day. Technological upgradation, that is, in every 6 months, a lot of new devices are coming in the market, and some companies offer exchange also. But if you know, there is a condition that even if there is a scratch on your device, they won't take it for exchange. So, also lack of awareness, lack of strict rules. And the biggest challenge is said to be collection, because it becomes very difficult to convince people and visit door to door for the process. Source of e-waste. What are the sources of e-waste? Mainly government sectors, private sectors, industries, technological sectors, hospitals, individual households. But consumers are responsible for e-waste generation. But a major source is illegal import from China and Western countries. Major contributor in today's context is solar panel. Solar panels create 300 times more toxic waste per unit of energy than do nuclear power plants. Can you imagine? So, Here I have tried to write few elements and their uses in my limited space, but this is not even 1%. You can search on internet, like there are 30 elements in one mobile phone alone. But one thing is that there are elements like tantalum, which is used in pacemaker and hearing aid on one side, and elements like lead that is used in printed circuit boards. If you have a lithium battery in your home, say, a phone battery that you no longer use, I would suggest you please keep that in a safe place. Keep it away, because it can catch fire even from moisture, from like anywhere. It can catch fire and it can be very dangerous. So be careful with that. E-waste is something that is harmless until it is kept safely in an intact condition. But तोड़ फोड़ नहीं करना इसको. Like, don't break it to check if there is a spark or something. But what happens when we give it to a Lohatina wala? They don't know that these are harmful. They think if they can recover precious metals, it will be profitable. There is good amount of lead in a printed circuit board. Lead, cadmium, mercury, chromium 6. These are the most harmful elements which can be which can be found in a significant amount. Say there is a CFL bulb. In a CFL bulb, there is in CFL bulb there is mercury in gaseous form within the CFL bulb. And if somehow it breaks at the time of disposing, you get exposed to mercury directly. So we need to make people aware of it. What methods are followed to treat e-waste in India? In India, one method is landfilling. That is, you dig into soil, and if like there is an old mine, you fill it with waste and cover it with soil. That's a way. But these chemicals eventually get mixed with soil or with underground water. Another is incineration. What is incineration? You would burn it. The gas to get mixed with air. So it is somehow challenging. So the best way to recycle is a formal scientific way of recycling. And it is not very easy as it seems. 22 lakh of e-waste generated in India each year, and only 5% of it goes through the scientific recycling process. The rest of the 95% get handled by informal sector. So why e-waste management is the need of the hour? So these are some pictures of how informal sector handles the e-waste. They literally take no safety measures, engage children in the work, and they burn it openly, wash it with acid, or follows only like any primitive method through which they think they can recover aluminium, copper, gold, or silver. And after that, either they burn it, the remaining part of it, or they throw them in a water body. And you can imagine, e-waste is not a general peel of vegetable, say, not even plastic. It is way more harmful than that. Some of the materials falls in the category of hazardous waste, and it is being allowed to be treated like a normal waste. In Delhi UP border, in Moradabad, and some of the places like this, these places have literally become a e-waste dumping yard where e-waste burns for days continuously. And a major contributor, this is the major contributor for Delhi's pollution, and no one talks about that. And European countries and China uses India, Bangladesh, Nigeria, such countries, they use it for e-waste dumping, because in these countries, they have very stringent disposal law. So they find it very easy to dump it in a third world country illegally. Okay, so as a result, workers get exposed to these toxic elements. Also, precious metals and elements are lost as they don't follow any right method. Chemicals mixed into air, water, eventually leading to diseases. The result is not always immediate. Over a period, these chemicals get accumulated, and people develop cancer and breathing problems. So the picture of formal sector looks something like this. I have made it like this, but like we have proper guidelines available on CPCB website where collection, sorting, discontamination, dismantling, shredding, these are done, and then proper recycling methods are followed in a controlled environment. Let me tell you about this data destruction part. Many of us can, we will think about that, I won't give my device to someone for concerns of like whatever data we have in our phone, but it is government authorized and they make sure that they destroy the data before recycling. Okay, like in informal sector waste is segregated by hand, but in informal sector, that is electromagnetic radiation density separation methods, these methods are followed, and the proper guidelines are maintained, and proper machineries are used. So I will show you some pictures of formal sector where you can see workers have taken precautions wearing gloves, masks, etc. Yeah, so what are the benefits of formal scientific recycling? As I have already mentioned, these are the benefits of formal recycling: conservation of energy, lower emissions, reusability, reduces pollution, recovery of precious and endangered elements, etc. Then the question is, what is the problem? If formal sector recycling is so beneficial, then why to leave it in the hands of informal dealers? It is that when there is a problem, like the problem is that when there is a proper recycling unit, it has a maintenance charge, machine operating charge, skilled workers need to be paid. So it is not possible to give people good amount to collect their e-waste compared to the scrap dealers. I have watched a video of a news channel where they have shown illegal burning of e-waste. Lack of awareness plays a big role. Kgs of copper, 15 kg palladium, 350 kgs of silver, 34 kgs of gold can be recovered. And in India, 300 million mobile phones is sold in a year. Now you can imagine the rest. As much as world 7% gold may be currently contained in e-waste, with times more gold in a ton of e-waste than in a ton of gold ore, according to a UN report. So, what are the rules of e-waste management in India? E-waste management rules first came into being in 2011, where the EPR was highlighted. Now, what is EPR? EPR is Extended Producer Responsibility. Extended producer responsibility is the responsibility of the producer beyond manufacturing. They have to take the responsibility of their product until the environmentally sound management of their end-of-life product. But again, no proper infrastructure is there. Government made this rule in 2011, but these manufacturers were not given any target, like you have to collect this much of e-waste within this time or something. They were not given any target. E-waste management rule 2016, like it was amended. 2011 one was amended, and 2016 one replaced the 2011 one, where some additional products were made, were added in the e-waste list, and as well as the producers were given a target till 2023. Like within 2023, they have to reach in a position where 70% of their products are collected and recycled by them. So this was EPR. Like every producer or manufacturer have to take the responsibility, but you can understand many of what happens is many of, as you can see in recent times, mobile phones, so like China, they are coming from China, so the parts are being produced somewhere and it is being sold somewhere. So who will take the responsibility? So our responsibility, what is our responsibility? Here comes what is our responsibility. If you have an old electronic device or electronic equipment and you no longer use it, sell it or give it to someone else to use. And if it is not reusable, consider recycling. do not throw out or give it to kabaddi walas. Just don't. Like, it's a tendency, it's a lifestyle. We are very good at giving excuses. It is not that you are not you are doing it for somebody else. We all are in the same boat. It does not take more than a call. You can call any recycling center or collection center and ask for a pickup. They will come at your doorstep, trust me, and pay you for your e-waste and take it. There are a number of government authorized centers. You can get their number, address on cpcb.nic.in or greenie.gov.in or your respective state pollution control board website. Before buying anything, just like we look at the 5-star energy rating for buying energy efficient products, also try to look at the lifespan of the product and the recyclability. Here, this is the screenshot from West Bengal State Pollution Control website. I have captured this screenshot for you, where some of the authorized dismantler and recyclers name and contact is given. I have called all of them personally to understand how can we give them our e-waste. They told me they would come and collect at doorstep. They told me if I can ask all my neighbors and if I stay in a flat and I can convince everyone, it would be great. They told me they would install a bin in my locality if I wish them to continue pickup in the future also. One of them literally told me we need young entrepreneurs. People don't know about it much. If somebody opens a collection center, we will do all the arrangements for them. Like we need to get some license or follow some guidelines to make one collection center like this. And he told me that he will take all the responsibility to get it done. And we just have to collect it there. What opportunities are there? Let me explain. Ministry of Medium, Small and Micro Enterprises launched a scheme this year which offers rupees 15 lakh for young entrepreneurs who want to start an innovative startup. There is a startup called CMAT, which is providing a cost-effective solution. There is also, I think, a startup called Namo Waste, and Halladek. There is something in West Bengal also. So they are providing cost-effective solutions for recycling. You can get all the informations in on internet if you search, but make sure that they are government authorized, because if they are not, then possibility is that they will end up selling it to kabadiwalas. They are collecting it from you in cheap and they're selling it to them. So this is not a good idea. One solution, one innovative solution has been shown as the people collect small batteries and they make big batteries out of it and charge it with solar power and use it. One startup is making home decor using e-waste. So we need some more innovation in this field. Also, you can educate others, and if you or someone you know want to start a side business, this can be one. हमारे उस आसपास कितने लोग होते हैं जो कुछ कुछ करने के लिए सोचते हैं या फिर मतलब this kind of work. So we can suggest them. In India, it is said that about 500,000 jobs will be created by 2025 in this sector. So we can see that e-waste is an emerging and unexplored sector that needs our attention before it's too late. Because 20 years later, sitting on a pile of e-waste, when we will look back, we won't have anyone to blame except ourselves. There's a Sanskrit phrase called Prakriti Rakshati Rakshita. That means nature protects if she is protected. The power lies in our hands only. So we can definitely take baby steps. Like we can at least call a recycler for a pickup or convince our neighbors at least. I think that's enough. So that was it. With this, I would like to call it a wrap and ask any question you have. The PPT, Monu, if you can, please upload the PPT. If someone wants, they can take it. The drive link is there. And I also, like, you can ask me question. I don't know everything, I can say that. I have also gathered information from internet itself. So I think, yeah, if you have any question. Thank you, Mitali ma'am. Yeah, Monu, please put up the link here.
The government authorized centers link, the website, the contact numbers you have collected. Yeah.
Please,
Hello?
please write the question, Sangeeta. Sangeeta, please write the question. I cannot hear properly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sneha. Vamsi, I have not yet sold it, but I am planning to, because I also came to know about it 3-4 days ago. So I will. Okay, the government authorized center contact details, I have put it in the PPT. You can see from there. Also, you can visit, as I told, cpcb.nic.in and greenie.gov.in, or your state's pollution control board's website, or National Central Pollution Control Board website, and there you can get it. If you read the PPT, I request you to download the PPT and see. There is all the details are given there. Yeah, thanks. So, anyone else? Thank you, everyone. Yeah, Barun Kumar Sharkar, yeah, you can ask question. Can I loan up? Yes, for startup, what kind of startup it is, it depends on that, what kind of startup you want to do. If you want to open a collection center, then you have to contact with a recycler. The contacts in the West Bengal, I have given in the PPT, download it. You can see, or if you want to know, you can personally message me also. Otherwise, if you have some innovative information, and also there are a lot of websites. If you search on internet, ample amount of information available. My contact number, I would say, from where you got my contact, ask the person. Ask my friend, maybe you have, I don't know who gave you this link of this session. That person can tell you about it. Thank you for Anshusri, Shomali, everyone. Okay, so any other questions?
Ma'am, there is a question.
Yes.
Ma'am, is biochemical extraction of metals from electronic wastes a commercially viable process in real sense?
I couldn't hear the last part. Can you repeat?
Biochemical extraction of metals from electronic waste a commercially viable process in real sense?
No. Yeah, it is a good question. It is not. That is why I'm telling you that a lot of innovations are being done. If you can search on internet, there is an institution, CMAT. They are doing some effort. They are coming up with some cost-effective technologies through which they are planning to do some innovative work. They are even trying to include the rat pickers or scrap dealers and trying to train them to do so, so that they can extract the things, the metals, the precious metals, in a cost-effective technology. So these are the startups that is government is supporting also now, and government is giving support. They're giving like rupees 15 lakh. I told you.
Yes, yes. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. Anyone else? Anyone, if you want to ask any question? If you have any question, you can also message me, okay? Ask the person who have given you the link of this session, and he will give you the my contact, okay? So yeah, I hope there is not, ma'am. I want more information. Okay, I don't know. Tell me who gave you the link of this session, Barun. If you want more information, please contact me. Or okay, Shubhadeep. Shubhadeep, I think Shubhadeep can also explain you, or he is so talented. But also, you can Shubhadeep can give you the PPT, and you can ask me also. Ask him about my contact. Okay. So I think there is no question. Okay, so in the end, I before ending the session, I want to thank each one of you for your precious time, and special thanks to Shomali for hosting, and Pujan, Munu, Shubhadeep, Shangita, Angona for asking people to join. Thanks to my friends, brothers, sisters, elders, and each one of you. Thanks to Tears of Earth organization for giving me this opportunity to work on it. So yeah, thank you, and
Thank you.
you may leave now if you want to. And if anyone needs any kind of more information, please contact me. Okay. Okay, so you can leave.